You know that little voice inside of you that whispers, who do you think you are? The one that creeps in no matter what you're doing. Well, last week I felt it full force. And here's the thing, it wasn't even triggered by a harsh comment, a mistake, or even a criticism. It was a compliment. Someone said I looked 10 years younger in my new profile photo. Kind words, right? But for some reason, I felt exposed. Immediately, my mind started spinning and I could feel my heart rate increasing. Who do you think you are? You're too old to be on YouTube. Look at your wrinkles. Nobody wants to listen to what you've got to say. It's that familiar spiral of self-doubt that many of us know. And in that moment, it felt like it could swallow me whole. It's fascinating, isn't it? That comment was actually a compliment. It was about the fact that I looked younger. And aside from that being an older photograph, so yes, I did look younger, it immediately shone a spotlight on my biggest insecurity, my age. I sat there looking at the screen and my mind was spiraling and spiraling. First, it was my physical appearance. Then it ran deeper, attacking my worth. What do I know? What have I got to share? Who's going to listen to me? All of these things started going over and over in my mind. It felt like I was an imposter and I'd been caught. It felt like if I wasn't younger, I shouldn't be here. I realized that even though I talk about living with intention and self-awareness, there was still this major doubt inside of me that came up and hit me in the face. I was letting a simple comment confirm my worst fear, my limiting belief that I am too old to be on YouTube. I had to ask myself what this was about, and I had to answer some really hard questions. I had to acknowledge that yes, my age is my biggest fear for the cause of judgment here on YouTube. What I know to be true is that there are many people in their 60s on YouTube. There are people in their 70s, their 80s, and their 90s. So the truth is, I am not too old. So if you've been wanting to start something and you've been telling yourself you're too old, you don't know enough, you're not pretty enough, whatever it might be, that is simply not the truth. That voice that you're hearing is lying to you, just like mine was. You see, the world doesn't need us to pretend to be 30 again. Goodness gracious, I would give nothing to be 30 again. I love the age I am. I love that I am happy and healthy and I know who I am. I know where I'm going. I feel so much more inner security than I ever have, and I wouldn't give that up for the world. Yes, I still have self-doubt at times. I most certainly do. But that has been a part of my history forever. There are many times in my life when I have told myself I couldn't do something. And I've proven myself wrong. You're not going to get the job. You're not going to get the contract. That guy's not going to ask you out. You couldn't write a book. Well, all of those things have proven to be untrue. So it just goes to show that that little niggly voice in our head is not one we can trust. And those things don't go away. We learn how to manage them. We learn how to work with them when they do come up. And the most important thing being that we turn around those limiting thoughts the moment they show their face. The truth is that the world needs elders. The world needs wisdom. The world needs experience. The world needs knowledge. And as an older person, we have that. You know, I'll never know everything. Of course I won't. But I've learned a few things, and that's why I'm here. My wrinkles are the map of everything I've been through. They are what show the laughter and the tears. They show that I've been here a long time. So here is my promise to you. I'm staying. I'm continuing to show up, wrinkles and all, because I've got a message to share. And every time I have a little niggling self-doubt, as I did the other day, I'll be dealing with it. I'll be talking to myself. I'll be asking myself, what is the truth here? And I'll be replacing that limiting belief with a new belief, and that is, I have wisdom, I have experience, I have knowledge to share. I am here to help people. That is what I want to do. That is what I love to do. And a small self-doubt about being too old is not going to stop me. What I'd love to know from you, what is an experience you've had lately where you have had some self-doubt arise as I did? Let's prove that it's never too late to begin.